Watson, to change the subject a little. In the enthusiasm which has prompted you to chronicle, and if you'll excuse my saying so, to somewhat embellish a few of my little adventures, you have occasionally committed the error, or indiscretion, of giving them a slight tinge of romance. It strikes me as being a trifle out of place. Something like working an elopement into the fifth proposition of Euclid. Well, I merely refer to this in case you should see fit at some future time to chronicle the most important and far-reaching case of my career. One upon which I have labored for nearly 14 months and which is now rapidly approaching a singularly diverting climax. The case of Professor Robert Moriarty.
It is a dangerous habit to finger loaded firearms in the pocket of one's dressing gown.
You'll be taken from here to the hospital if you keep that hand behind you. In that case, the desk will do quite as well.
You evidently don't know me.
I think it quite evident that I do. Pray take a chair, Professor. I can spare you 5 minutes if you have anything to say. What were you about to do?
Look at my watch.
I'll let you know when the 5 minutes are up.
All that I have to say to you has already crossed your mind.
And my answer there, too, has already crossed yours.
Is it your intention to pursue this case against me?
That is my intention to the very end.
I regret this. Not so much on my own account, but on yours.
I share your regrets, Professor, but solely because of the rather uncomfortable position which it will cause you to occupy.
May I inquire to what position you are pleased to allude, Mr. Holmes?
To the one occasionally assumed by a certain class of malefactor at the lower extremity of a rope, Professor Moriarty.
And have you the faintest idea that you would be permitted to live to see the day?
As to that, I do not particularly care, so that I might bring you to see it.
You will never bring me to see it. You will find it. You are a bold man, Mr. Holmes, to insinuate such a thing to my face. But it is a boldness born of ignorance. You will never bring me to see it. Do you imagine that I would be here if I had not made the streets quite safe in every respect?
Oh, no. I could never so grossly overestimate your courage as that.
And do you think that your friend, the doctor, and your man, Foreman, will soon return?
Possibly not.
So, that leaves us quite alone, doesn't it, Mr. Holmes? Quite alone. So that we may discuss this matter quietly and not be disturbed. In the first place, I wish to call your attention to a few memoranda which I have jotted down, which you will find...
Don't take it out. I wouldn't do that, Professor. There's a rumor extant that feeling for a memorandum book is quite a little specialty of yours.
I was about to take out a small notebook in which...
Well, don't take it out.
But I was merely about...
Well, merely don't do it.
But I would like to show
I don't care to see it.
But if you will allow me...
I don't care for it at all. If you need it so badly, we'll have someone get it for you. I always like to save my guests unnecessary trouble.
I observe that your boy does not answer the bell.
No. But I have a feeling he will before long.
It may possibly be longer than you think, Mr. Holmes.
What? That boy?
Yes, your boy.
At least we'll try the bell once more, Professor.
Does it occur to you that he may possibly have been detained, Mr. Holmes?
It does. But I also observe that you are very much in the same predicament.
I beg your pardon, sir. But someone tried to hold me.
Ah, yes, but it's quite evident he failed to do so.
Yes, sir. He's got my coat and got me.
Billy?
Yes, sir.
The gentleman I am pointing out to you with this six-shooter desires to have us get something from his left-hand coat. I thought so. Left-hand coat pocket. As he's not feeling himself and the exertion might prove injurious, suppose you attend to it.
Yes, sir. Is this it, sir?
That's the general outline of being it. Quite so. Put it on the table. Watch out! That's more like it.
Shall I see if this goes another, sir?
Billy, you surprised me. After the gentleman has taken the trouble to inform you that he hasn't.
When, sir?
When he made a snatch for this one. Well, now that we have your little memorandum book, Professor, do you think of anything else you'd like? Any little thing you've got that you want? No. I'm sorry. That's all, Billy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Quite a rash project of yours, Moriarty, to make use of this thing so early in the evening in this part of town.
Listen to me. On the 4th of January, you crossed my path. On the 23rd, you incommoded me. And now, at the close of April, I find myself placed in such a position for your continual interference that I am in positive danger of losing my liberty.
Have you any suggestion to make?
No, I have no suggestion to make. I have a fact to state. If you do not drop it at once, your life will not be worth that.
I shall be pleased to drop it at 10 o'clock tomorrow night.
Why then?
Because at that hour, Moriarty, your life will not be worth that. You will be under arrest.
At that hour, Sherlock Holmes, your eyes will be closed in death.
I regret, Professor, that in the pleasure of this conversation, I had been neglecting more important matters.
I came here this evening to see if peace could not be arranged between us.
Ah, yes. I saw that. That's rather good.
You have seen fit not only to reject my proposals, but to make insulting references coupled with threats of arrest.
Quite so, quite so.
Well, you have been warned of your danger. You do not heed that warning. Perhaps you will heed this.
I didn't suppose you'd want to use that thing again, so I took your cartridges out and put them in my pocket. You'll find them both there, Professor. Billy?
Yes, sir?
Show this gentleman nicely to the door.
Yes, sir. This way, sir.
Billy, come here.
Yes, sir?
Billy. You're a good boy.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.